This is the shit I be talking about, manipulation. And so, you know, black Twitter. And let's just kick this out the way. Now, I was what you call a Twitter OG. I have been on Twitter since 2009. When I got on Twitter, it was like the internet's best kept secret. It wasn't secret. It wasn't a lot of celebrities on there at all. I mean, the most celebrities we had was like Jay Mills, Joe Budden, Charlemagne, Fabulous. It was a small internet community. A lot of people had, and it was something I had fun with, but then the negativity kind of drove me away from it, so I started. It's not something that we own because we don't control Twitter. We don't own it. We don't have any stock in it. It's not something that we can control because there's been plenty of times when that whale will pop up and Twitter is shut down for a couple of hours and you can't do anything. It's not something that you can. Yeah, I got 38,000 followers. Big fucking deal. But Black Twitter ponder and manipulate us. All they got to do now is look at Black Twitter, follow enough people, and you can see, you know, the narratives, and you can see how we think, what we like, what we don't like, and that's what they do. So, you know, these companies that are on Twitter now that weren't on Twitter, like I said in 2009, come like Ebonics. You know, they're not speaking that corporate talk. Now, maybe they got speaking in, oh, Wendy's comes in, y'all got the second, y'all arguing about who got the second best chicken. And then, you know, this is back and forth, and you're like, okay, you know, they're pondering toward Popeyes is kind of like I call it an opportunity zone restaurants. Like those restaurants, Popeyes. I've never seen a Popeyes in the suburbs. Have you? Every time I see Popeyes or churches, it's in the hood, in the inner cities, and they set up shops, so-called chicken with a lot of GMO in it, whatever, and at fairly low prices. And but they had the $5 box, dressing up some woman as an actress and having her be the Popeyes lady to manipulate us into thinking be in the hood. And Chick-fil-A just does them, and they make a good damn sandwich, and they are sales. But it just, and I'm not telling people not to buy chicken or feel bad. 3 million came from us, but when I tell you that there's no Popeyes in other neighborhoods but blacks, that means majority of that money came from us. Imagine instead of just spending it on, you know, chicken sandwiches, for God's sakes. I mean, lines wrapped around a bill. What did Popeyes ever do for the black community? I know sometimes they let like fraternities do, you know, into their business. You know, as far as Black Twitter goes, it's like these corporate companies get that motherfucker. It ain't no chicken sandwich good enough to wait half an hour for. This is me. So yeah, that's all I was wanting. I'm more socially conscious about our what we how we spend our money. You know, fine. We got a lot of problems, but we could do better. You know, so that's just how I feel about that shit, man. So hit that like button. Let me think it's kind of nonsense, but it is what it is. I'm not telling you not to buy chicken, but it just showed online. Like, really? Nah, man. It's a lot. $23 million is a lot of fucking money in 11 days. Think about that.